Welcome to a special Friday night Rowdy episode of A Worthy. I fucked that whole thing up.
Yeah, it's because it's a different day of the week. You're all fucked up.
I'm all fucked up. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's Friday night. It's a Friday night Rowdy episode of A Worthy Addiction, a show, ladies and gentlemen, like no other, hosted by none other than me and my rowdy brother. So I will not waste any freaking time introducing him. Ladies and gentlemen, the toy community knows him as Unworthy Collector. His family knows him as Kevin. I know him as my favorite fucking gringo on God's green earth. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Unworthy Dynamite Collector.
Thank you. You know, that was really nice to hear. I needed that today. And my co-host over here to the side, he's the only man in America with more frequent flyer miles to Space Mountain than Hulk Hogan, Mr. Toy Addict 17.
Yes, all facts. And for anybody that's watching, everybody that's watching, thank you for joining us on a Friday. This is really unusual of us. We usually stream our lives on Thursday nights, but we know yesterday was the 4th of July, so we wanted to give that time for you and your families. I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July and you didn't lose a finger exploding things and you ate good, you know. So
and if you did lose a finger, we want to know how. Type it in the comments as best as you can.
Send photos. We want to see the fingers, the missing fingers. But Unworthy, how are you doing, buddy? I know you had a very amazing day today and yesterday.
Well,
so how are you doing?
I've had a pretty rough couple of days, actually. My 4th of July didn't go all that well. I was stricken with sun poison, and I drank about half a beer throughout the whole day because every time I took a couple sips, I started feeling sick.
Damn. I'm sorry about that, buddy. That sucks. Yeah, I really didn't do much. I really didn't do much yesterday neither. I picked up some burgers and some chips and got some strawberry shortcake cupcakes from Stop and Shop and brought them home. But here's a kicker. They were nice and decorated. You ever been to Stop and Shop and they have like the cookies and the cupcakes? They're all nice and decorated.
Oh, yeah.
My ass decided that when I was like pulling out of Stop and Shop, this lady was in front of me. So I went to go put the phone on the phone hand, like the mount, so I could see, you know, I usually do in case somebody calls and I could just press it. And I hit my brake hard. Here goes flying the fucking cupcakes. That beautiful decoration, all that was fun. So my kids are like, what happened to the cupcakes? So they're like smeared everywhere. Like,
mind your business. Enjoy what you got.
Right. But other than that, it was kind of the same thing. It was really a chilled, relaxed day. You know, I was home. As you guys, everybody can see, I'm streaming from my actual room. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. I've been cleaning up, trying to just do things different, get away from over there, allow them to be over there. So, you know, I have a PlayStation now, which I finally opened. So now they want to play the game. So I go play the game. I'll stay away from you guys. But everybody,
your roommate looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I meant to say this backstage. If anybody see this little fucker moving, please give me a heads up.
I'm not saying nothing. He knows how to use fucking Google Maps. I ain't saying shit.
Any sudden movements, please let me fucking know. But hey, for anybody that's watching tonight and hanging out with us on Friday, we thank you. As always, we thank you for the love and support. We thank you for hanging out with us on a different day other than Thursdays. I know, again, I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July. But we have a special episode tonight. We're going to be a lot of trending topics. We're going to be running down our predictions of the Money in the Bank, which will be held tomorrow on Peacock. So don't miss, if you're a wrestling fan, don't miss Money in the Bank. Wrestling's been really, really good lately. I could honestly say that WWE has been really pumping out some good stuff lately, you know? And when I thought the Bloodline story was kind of like being a little bit meh, it's starting to pick up, you know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to get to that point where it's like, okay, I see where we're going here. So it makes me super, super excited. So, but we have guests tonight.
We do.
We have a lot of guests tonight. So
we're full house.
We got a full house tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have a 4th of July party here tonight. So let me not waste any fucking time and introduce our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one of our, he might as well be he's an honorary Rowdy boy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Diggs Figz in the house. What's going on, Diggs?
What's up, Diggs?
We got a man who could take a camera and literally make arts. Better than Picasso, better than Leonardo da Vinci. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Half the Collector in the house. What's going
What's
on?
up, guys?
We
What's
got
up? What's up?
everybody's favorite Rican, one of the hosts of the Pick Bar, one of the hosts of Lazy Boys, and a downright great wet bar type of guy.
You're struggling on complimenting him.
Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Mr. Blitz Figz in the house. I said a whole bunch of shit.
Hey,
He's like running out of steam.
Something nice to
say. Oh man, guys, gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're excited to have you guys on. It's always fun to have like you guys, like a bunch of people like hang out with us, right? To see how everybody's doing. It's been a while since we talked to you guys on a live stream, or even just talk to you guys, you know, overall, because I know you guys are busy and stuff like that. So overall, guys, how was your 4th of July? Like, what did you do? Anything special? Still got fingers? Oh, beautiful.
All accounted for.
All overall, man, how are you guys doing, man? How's everything with you guys?
I'm good. I just had to try and keep my 3 half Chihuahua dogs comforted during the fireworks.
Oh yeah.
My wife's out of town, so it was just me.
Oh yeah.
That must have been chaos.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, definitely. I hear you. I mean, I know a lot of people that I've spoken to, they said that they were gonna try to like go somewhere else where there's less fireworks, just because they know their dogs and stuff. Even their kids, like they get like scared because they hear it's like big boom and stuff like that. So, all right. So, any special things happen? Any foods? I know Blitz. Listen, you're a Rican dude. I know you guys had this spread. Did you guys have anything special? No, anything special like for 4th of July? You know, I'm a food guy.
I wasn't feeling too well yesterday, so I stayed home. And then my wife didn't go anywhere either. She decided to stay at home. Yeah. But it was an eventful night, I guess you could say, because with all the fucking fireworks and gunshots. Yeah. I live in the hood. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. It's like, what is it, Daddy? Are those fires? No, yeah, that's what they are.
I hope.
All the way up to like 4:30 this morning, bro.
Let's go inside. Oh man, yeah. Path, how was your 4th of July, dude?
We took it easy. We did a seafood boil at home and didn't do nothing else.
Oh my god! Oh, you're speaking my language. Seafood. Okay, listen, because I'm a big seafood boil guy. What did you get on? What did you have on your seafood boil? What do you?
All right, we went simple. We did crab, sausage, shrimp, potatoes, and wow, I'm drawing a blank. It's been a long, hot day.
Yeah.
Corn.
Oh, love it, man.
You know, dude, the yellow things.
The little thing with
no, dude, the seafood boils out here are great. I usually get the it's like a $30 bag, and you get like half a pound of like you get to pick 3 choices. I usually always get like the half a pound of crawfish, half a pound of shrimp with no heads, and then I get either mussels or clams. But I've been liking the mussels more because the clams are really small. And then like same thing too. We get like potatoes, corn on cob, so smoked sausage. And I'm like the whole time I'm tearing the things up. It's great. Fucking awesome. But the chat's here. I want to say what's up to the chat. And again, everybody that's watching, whether you're watching now or watching a replay, we appreciate you guys for showing up and hanging out with us tonight. If you guys are not following any of these guys, Blitz Figz, Pat the Collector, or Diggs Figz, go ahead and go over to their page. Go check out their pages. Go give them a follow. Go show them some love. These are amazing, amazing guys we got with us tonight. So to start off, we got Mr. Jonathan Fallen from Hoodcast AF. Says, sup, dudes and duets. I hope Netflix WWE is a big change to Raw. I still only watch pay-per-views and have been for years. Okay. All right. Hopefully, I mean, when is that move supposed to happen? Do you know?
Isn't it in January?
January.
I believe so, right? Yeah. And from what I hear, they're supposed to be going like full blown, like no PG era. Like,
yeah, I think they're gonna, when they say unedited, I don't think they mean like you're gonna start seeing Lita titties pop out again. I think it's gonna be just, you know, you're allowed to swear.
Lita's gonna come back and pop the titty out just for that. We got our homie Raven's Eye Studio in the house. What's going on, Raven? Go check out Raven on Mondays with Across the Toy Multiverse and Vico Sands. They have an awesome live on Mondays, which they're going to be in August. I believe I can't remember the date, but in August they're going to be doing the big move to YouTube. So go show them some support, some love. Go check out their lives. Pretty good, awesome lives. They have great conversations, talk toys, all that good stuff. We got Tripping with Toys with us. What's going on, dude? What's going on? Jonathan says, "Oh, he said, oh, the new Bad Boys on toy need a lesson." I believe this is a comment for us being late. Yeah, we that's what it is.
Listen, it's a we're how many episodes in and you guys aren't used to this?
Right.
I'm still traumatized by lizard people.
Right. Raven Eye says, never late, just fashionably not on time. Absolutely.
That's
you're absolutely
right. Thank you, Raven.
Thank you, Raven. We got the toy community tribal chief. I acknowledge my tribal chief, Mr. Chubsy Wubsy and Mrs. Wubsy. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got Mr. Sexy Man, Green Geek 88, another host of the Pick Bar and Lazy Boys. What's going on, Green? We got one of the hosts of the Skeletons too, Mr. Deadman 1. What's going on, dude? What's going on? He says, "What's up, ladies? Hey." Raven says, first week of August, tentatively right now. Okay, yeah. He's Tripping Toys as firework edition cupcakes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I know. I was telling I don't know. You guys probably heard that I was telling Unworthy I had these nice cupcakes. They were strawberry shortcake cupcakes, and they were decorated so nice from Stop and Shop. You know, Stop and Shop, they had a bakery side. They really like, you have that one person who really takes their job seriously when they go like the full extra mile on their like cupcakes. And this lady really did that.
I wish
I screwed it. And I screwed it all up when I hit that break. Those things were like, he says, I mean, y'all so cute. So, fellas, well, everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us tonight. Again, it's a little, can't forget Mr. Clintastic, our Rowdy brother in the house. What's up, Clint? How you doing, man? So, guys, I usually like to start the show with a discussion question, and I had a discussion question appropriate for, our wrestling talk for tonight. So I'm going to start it off like this. You've been given a 3-year contract to the WWE. All right, 3-year contract. I'm not going to talk salaries, but given a 3-year contract, you're going into the WWE. So my discussion question for all of you guys in the chat also, it's a bunch of them tonight. It says, what titles will you go for? What brand will you debut on? What 3 wrestlers?
That's a lot of questions to have.
It is a lot of questions. What 3 wrestlers will be your, not burgers, biggest feuds? I meant to say biggest feuds. What would be your in-ring? It's supposed to say in-ring. I'm a little fucked up tonight. In-ring name. So that's what I meant to say. I screwed that all up. So what brand will you debut on? What would be your biggest the 3 biggest feuds? What titles would you go for? And what would be your in-ring name?
It could be any time frame or recent.
It could be any time frame. Yeah, go ahead. Any time frame is fine. And I know Diggs Figs, you said you were a big 90s guy. Like, are you big on like the 90s wrestling?
That's where most of my knowledge lies.
There you go. So perfect. Even better. So think of the 90s. Like if that would be your era. Like, so again, what titles would you go for? What brand you will debut on? Your 3 biggest feuds, and what would be your in-ring name?
I'm not going to remember all those questions.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's go one at a time. I'll start. My in-ring name obviously is going to be Toy Rican. That's going to be my name. I'm going to be the Toy Rican. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to have a bunch of toys, and I'm going to have a bunch of Puerto Rican flags all over me. So I'm going to be like a mixture of like Eddie Guerrero and Zelina Vega. So I'm going to come out with the big old flag. I'm going to come out with the big ass flag, but then maybe I'll have a low rider. But that's going to be my name. I am the Toy Rican. And as far as matter of fact, let's start there. That's my name. I am the Toy Rican. And then I'll let you guys know where I'll debut. Unworthy, what would be your in-ring name?
I mean, I think after you just put it that way, I would also be coming out in a lot of Puerto Rican flags and my wrestling name would be Sobrino Gringo.
Oh, Sobrino Gringo. Okay, that's pretty dope. That actually sounds better than mine. The Sobrino Gringo sounds perfect.
It sounds tough as hell if you don't know. Puerto Rican.
That merch will sell. Listen, that T-shirt merch will sell like hotcakes. fucking Sabrina Gringo, that shit'll just fly off. Be careful, Jay Uso. Be careful. Diggs Figz, what would be your in-ring name?
Scoops.
Scoops.
Get
Now,
or no, 2 scoops.
2 scoops. Okay.
It's plural. You Diggs is plural.
Nice.
Right?
2 scoops. All right.
Get up. I have a shop where I sell ice cream, so that.
Oh,
makes a lot more sense.
So
now, would you come out?
Not like Masterpiece Sidekick or anything.
Now, would you come out with like a weapon of choice? You remember how, like, because you're a big 90s guy, right? And there was still a little bit of gimmick around the 90s time. Would you come out with like ice cream scoops as like weapons, or would you like the brass knuckles like Logan Paul does? Would you pull it out and like turn around and, like, scoop somebody's like eye or something like that? Like, would you?
I'd want one of those like bicycles with the ice cream on the front, and I would come out to the ring that way. Ring it like honking the clown horn.
Okay,
perfect.
Cool. All right.
2 scoops.
You get around the first steps, and all the balloons fly off on accident, land up, pop in the lights. I love it.
Macho Toy, what's up? He says, dastardly dirty Diggs.
I can see it just going down the ramp on an episode of Raw's War. There's like a smaller ramp at the base. You kind of hit it and try to jump up onto the ring apron with the bike. Become a stunt guy. Perfect.
We need to be writers for WWE.
Seriously, right? Shit. I think
Ice
we make
cream,
good
future undisputed champion. Book it.
And they're going to Netflix, so they need people like us to think of like ideas like this, because they won't be able to think of this stuff. I'm telling you, easy win.
We're talking early day Netflix Zombeaver movie. We got to bring it all.
Blitz, what would be your in-ring name?
Well, since you took all the Puerto Rican goodness,
hey, we could tag, dude. We could be like Chavo and Eddie.
So I'll be like, you remember Savio Vega?
That's what I was thinking of whenever.
Because my last name is actually Vega, so
I can see that.
So Blitzio Vega. Blitzio Vega.
You know, you can also pass for like a Conan. Like I could see you being like a Conan.
Damn.
That's kind of insulting.
It's not.
I took that hard. Jeez,
I want to have a keg, and I want to come out with my Puerto Rican vest. Okay.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Now, next question.
Oh wait, you forgot Path.
Oh, Path. I'm sorry, Path.
Sorry, it's fine. And Braun Brooks. My uncle is Killer Tim Brooks. He was a big wrestling independent legend, South US, Texas. So Brooks to play off of that, and then Braun just kind of short down my first name. I've put thought into it.
Is that like the name of your creator wrestler too? Like
yeah. Well, okay. In the 2K games, I use my real name because my real name's actually in there. So there's nothing cooler than hearing my name announced in the game.
That's
nice.
Yeah, they don't really say any of the German last names right. Right. So none of my name's never in any game.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, what brands? What brand would I would debut on? I'm gonna debut on Raw. As much as Raw, SmackDown has been like hot, because SmackDown, you know, most of the time is definitely a lot more. There's a lot more excitement on SmackDown now. I would definitely debut it on Raw. I feel like Raw would be like my starting point. I don't think I would go to NXT because it could be NXT. I should have said that too. NXT, Raw, or SmackDown. I wouldn't go to NXT because I think with my gimmick alone, I think I'm just ready for the big brand. Like, I just send me to Raw. I'm going to Raw. That's where I would debut. So I'm worthy. Where would you debut? SmackDown, Raw, or NXT?
I'd probably end up debuting wherever they needed security guards for the night to get people thrown around there.
Right.
I'd end up, but you know what, man? I'd sell like a bastard, just like that.
Hey, it worked for LA Knight. It worked for Sheamus.
3-year contract. We think we're gonna be the biggest stars, and no, we're the fucking guy passing waters in the background. Holy shit!
Let me tell you, anytime those security guards come in there to break up a fight or whatever, and they start getting beat up, you know those guys sell. So I would be the best selling security guard ever.
Listen, MJF did it. Damian Priest was one. Who was another?
Sheamus was a big one.
Sheamus was another one. Like all these guys became stars after that. So Unworthy, you're onto something there. I'm with you there.
Got a sizzle from the bottom. You know what I mean?
Here I am trying to be arrogant. Yeah, I'll debut on Raw because I got to be a star. This guy's like, no, fuck that. I'm going to be the security guard, and then eventually I'm going to become a star. I'm probably going to be let go like during the next WWE cuts. They're going to let me go. It's like, we don't need you, sir. We got enough Puerto Ricans here.
You're putting a comedy tag team with a returning Santino Marella.
Seriously, right? Dick Figz, what brand would you debut on?
I'm thinking probably like behind Baskin Robbins. like kind of like backyard wrestling, but it's just like public places. I mean, have to start somewhere, right? So
yeah, it's the origin of ice cream. It's the origin.
Yeah, right. That's funny. Oh shit. Blitz Figz, what would be your debut? What brand?
Well, if it was on the day of the draft, let's say it was the day of the draft, I want to go wherever Rhea Ripley goes.
Okay.
But if I had to take it back, I would like to debut on Sunday Night Heat right before a pay-per-view.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense too, because you want to make that impact before the pay-per-view starts, so people be like, "Hey, there's this shitty fucking match with Jade Cargill because although she looked great, her matches are shitty." Unfortunately, and you're like, but remember that guy Blitz Figz? That guy, he was really good.
With his keg and his vest,
with his Puerto Rican vest. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay,
but I guess that would lead to like Monday Night Raw anyway, because Sunday Night Heat, Monday Night Raw. So
yeah, okay.
What's the show that they have like that now? For WWE?
Speed? Isn't it Speed?
Speed. Well, Speed is a gimmick show essentially because it's powerhouses and cruiserweights both. You're only allowed to have like a 5-minute match only, and it's on social media.
Speed.
It's basically just nothing but squash match central, but some of them can be entertaining when you're going to the bathroom.
I was gonna say, didn't because Ricochet had like the Speed title?
Yeah, now Andrade has it.
Yeah, and now he's gone.
So Andrade's next. He's gone next. So bad. Path, what brand would you debut on, Path? Right. Or would you be a security guard like Unworthy? Because that was the answer that made the most sense to me tonight, Unworthy. I swear, I just can't let that one go. It made the most sense because I think about it. I'm like, damn, these guys really became stars passing water, being security guards, and I want to be a star right away.
So if I could pick a promotion for my show, it would be Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. Because so many of the best come out of there, and then their school is just so intense. And I don't know, the Japanese audience captivates me, but New Japan I feel has been more flushed out. Why Pro Wrestling Noah holds on to values. But if it were to be WWE, I would actually want to debut as more of a spokesperson, like a manager, on SmackDown. Because SmackDown broke with the most.
See, Path. I feel like
you would make a good. You'd make a good manager.
Thank you.
Like I think a good manager that like turns and like turns on his clients and then becomes a bigger star. You know?
Yeah,
talk that shit.
kind of like what's gonna happen in my contract. I'm gonna like people. They're gonna get tired of me, and I'm like, listen, keep me around, make me Unworthy's the security guard, make me his manager, and we'll be good. So they'll keep me around, and I'll try to be like Paul Heyman, but I doubt it.
Just wait till my man Two Scoops gets a hold of you.
Oh yeah,
I could see you hyping me up like as my manager. All right, you're going in. You're gonna stand in between Rhea Ripley and say less. I got it. Stand in between. Rhea
I need you to fill in for Dom between Liv and Rhea.
Yeah.
Right. Next question is, what titles would you go for in those 3-year period? What titles would I go? So for me, obviously, I'm gonna go for the WWE title. I'm gonna go for the WWE. It's the biggest title in WWE, so I'm definitely gonna go for that. But prior to that, before that title, I'm gonna see if I could win like tag titles. Like I would love to be like a tag champ on Raw. Like I would like to be the world tag champions. Like I would like to be a world tag champ. But also too, now that with my ability in the in-ring ability, I probably would try to go for the speed title. So
You become him, that's all you get.
They're gonna just make a title for me. They're gonna be like, oh, let's just give him a fucking title. Like,
gonna become a 57-time speed champion.
Let's bring back the 24/7 title. Let's bring it back and let him win it 50
That's
times.
what I'm gonna say is my pick. I'm gonna be the 24/7 champion on accident, like 5 times.
Didn't even mean to be.
Like, I'm gonna accidentally win it. I'm gonna have more titles in the first year than you're gonna have in 3.
Oh man!
Okay. Hey, that's why R-Truth has the record now for most title reigns out of anybody in WWE because that 24/7 title.
Yeah, they all count.
And he became a tag champ after he had his WrestleMania moment, which worked out really well. So, somewhere that you're onto something here. I see what you're doing here. Okay, would that be the only title you go for, the 24/7 title?
Yeah, I mean the rest will pan out later on.
Okay. And me, here I am being an arrogant prick again, saying, oh, I want to go for the WWE title and then the tag titles. And then, oh, yeah, I'm probably going to get the speed title instead. Yeah. I probably won't get no titles. They're like, yeah, we're going to let you go, sir. It's not working. Diggs Figz, what titles you would go for a title?
I would say tag team too, because I'm probably looking for 1 scoop and 3 scoops to team up with. But also, I probably just settle for the participation.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Okay.
Is there a participation one?
It's a what?
It's the 24/7 basically. Anybody can.
Okay, that's the participation.
That's the scoop title.
We could set it up like this: when I accidentally win it, you come over and say, "Did you just win a title?" And I'm like, "I don't know, did I?" And then you just push me down and pin me, and then boom, then you're the champ.
I was giving him chest compressions. I thought he was having a heart attack.
Right. Blitz Figz, what titles would you go for? The one behind me.
No. I would say the hardcore championship. Some of the best matches I've seen were hardcore championship matches.
You're gonna go hardcore, like all the way hardcore?
Yeah. Fight Raven, fucking Bob Holly, Steve Blackman. Yeah, man. I think that would be dope. That would be the first one. Second one, I probably would say tag team champ too. I don't really find value in the Intercontinental or even like the European Championship. Like they had it up here and then it just started fading away. So I would say tag team champion.
Okay.
We could call our finishing move the Rican Slam.
The freaking Slam.
And then the last title would obviously be the I would want the undisputed WWE Championship, not the World Heavyweight.
The original undisputed.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one of the.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
And fight Cody Rhodes and fucking.
Pav, what would be your titles you would go for?
The first one I want is the Intercontinental title.
Okay, shit. All right.
When I think back, like, some of my favorite title matches, it's always the Intercontinental title. Always. Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Jericho, Morrison and Hardy. Gunther's reign this last forever. Go into Attitude Era, Shamrock, back and forth with it. Maivia Rock, Triple H and Jeff Hardy on SmackDown. That was good. That was fun. I don't know. I always felt like Intercontinental title was made a workhorse title, and I want it to be kept at that. Like I used to really love the U.S. Championship, but they keep putting it on people that they have star power, but they're not doing anything with it. It's being defended once or twice a year. It's not even a world title. It's like the U.S. title, and it's barely even being seen. So I'm hoping it's about to swap hands soon. But my first would be the Intercontinental title, just to try to I want to put my name on it.
Okay.
Just to kind of be associated with the vast, huge group of Intercontinental champions. After that would be the World Heavyweight, because Big Gold has a place in my heart.
Okay. That's cool, man. Hell yeah.
So
we got a
WCW style one?
The WCW
Big Gold?
Yes, Big Gold. Big Gold, baby.
Not the WWE one, not that one.
Although
that one is really nice though. But I do like that one.
I think about that Big Gold, and I'm thinking Undertaker. I immediately image Undertaker with that belt. Perfection.
And we got Cobra Dad in the house. What's going on, Cobra Dad? And then Jonathan says, Unworthy debuting at the Popcorn Stand.
That's right. Standing in between, holding the people back as the backyard or a backstage area breakdown happens. You could just picture me. Whoa, everybody. Whoa, hold on. And then boom, super kick, and I'm down.
There we go. So Cobra Dad says, I'm down to sit next to the camera to hold the cord. No D. All right, okay. Damn it, I was going to say, hey, y'all, 2 scoops. Vico says, okay. What would be your stage name, and what would you give the other stage name? Oh, well, we already gave our stage name, but we're gonna hold that. I'm gonna definitely hold that question, that other question after. Okay, definitely gonna answer that one. So, what would you give each other? Like, what would give you like all of us give each other a state like a ring name? Cole says, I want to debut on TNA. Okay, TNA's been doing pretty well lately too, especially with like the merger, like with the WWE NXT guys coming in. Raven says Intercontinental Champion, SmackDown, Tsunami Pete, Grayson Waller, Kit Wilson, Elton. Okay. Clint says Unworthy Security. That seems like a terrible idea.
Not wrong.
Cobra says I'm already the Hood Mania 24 champ. Okay. And Clintastic says, I'm going for Mr. Money in the Bank and then Chaos. LOL. Jonathan says y'all should be cutting promos. Let the chat vote on whose promo is the best. 30 seconds each. Great fucking idea. I am definitely going with this. This is going to be the ending. Instead of a quote tonight, think of a promo tonight. Okay? Think of a promo tonight.
We need a theme. Somebody give us a promo theme.
Somebody in the chat give us a theme. That's a good fucking idea. Somebody in the chat give us a theme, and each of us are going to cut a 30-second promo. All right.
If you want me to cut a damn promo on the hot dog stand, guy, just tell me that and split the bun for me.
Dead Man wants to, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dead Man Juan. My talent, 2 scoops. I will dominate both WWE brands. All titles will be unified. We will destroy all
the... to be
basket around.
Sweet. From the darkness.
So again, chat. All right, I'm not gonna forget Vico's question. So Vico said, give each other an in-ring name, and then chat, give us a theme for our promo at the end of the show. Like each of us are going to give a 30-second promo, and we're going to go based on whatever the theme you give us. Okay, so that's a deal. I like that. All right, so last question is, what would be your 3 biggest feuds in that 3-year contract? So for me, as the speed champion, I'm going to go after Andrade. I think me and Andrade will do some great stuff because he's the current champ now, so I'm going to say Andrade. I also for as a tag team, I would like to go up against maybe like I think me and somebody, whoever my tag team partner is, will be a good. I think I'll have good matches against like the Miz and like our Truth. Like our matches would be really funny. I think our Truth, he's one of those guys. Although he's like really silly, like he really could wrestle. Like he's really.
People don't realize how long he's been around.
He's been around for so long, so he's really good in the ring. But I think just entertainment wise, like that's my kind of. I think that would be my kind of style. Like I would be the guy to like face Santino Marella. Like I would be that guy. Like I don't think I'm ready to face the big guys now. If I'm going to have a feud, so I will have a feud with the Miz and Truth. I would have a feud with Andrade for the speed title, and then. One of my other biggest feuds would definitely be I would like to feud with Randy Orton. I would love to feud with him. That would be my guy, only because like I know Randy Orton is like any like rapper that Lil Wayne puts up, or any like artist who has a feature like Beyonce on, or any like big star person right on their albums. Like they kind of like elevate, like when you bring somebody bigger on. I think with Randy Orton would be one of those things. Like I think he would be like a good mentor too. Like we'll have a feud, but he'll mentor me as I go, and then maybe I'll become like maybe I'll stick around longer than what I think I'll stick around. So you know what I mean? So that would be my feud. So Andrade, the Miz, and Truth, and then I'm combining those two as a tag team, and then Randy Orton would be my feuds. Unworthy, what would be your feuds?
I think inevitably the first feud I would have would be with 2 Scoops.
Okay.
Him and I are going over the 24/7 belt. And then my second feud would probably be after 1 scoop and 3 scoop turns on 2 scoops and kicks him out of the scoop clan. I'm gonna run in to save 2 scoops, and then him and I are gonna be tag team feud against 1 and 3 scoops. And then we would have to round it all back out with the world title feud being against 2 scoops again. So I think that's how my feuds would play out as a security
guard. Okay. Okay. Diggs, who will you be your biggest feuds? 3 biggest feuds in Baskin Robbins.
Well, before all that happens, is Deadman my manager, or is he also like my tag guy?
I think he might be one.
He's promoting himself.
I don't know.
Well, if Deadman's like my tag team guy, then obviously we're both going after Ben and Jerry. But But if he's just my manager, then I just got to go after the old guy from the Carvel commercials.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's like 1-on-1.
All right. Okay. So that would be your only feud? Like, it would be no 3 feuds. That would be your feud.
Oh, what was the one that he said?
Yeah, his other feud's going to be with me.
Until we join up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Blitz, what would be your biggest feuds?
Well, as hardcore champion, I would hope that somehow I would feud with multiple people. So, like, I would have to have a run-in with, like, Al Snow, Bob Holly, Crash Holly, Raven, Taz, Kane.
Oh, Jesus.
But I would hope, like, they had a lot of fun. I would hope that I can feud with, like, Bob Holly and Crash Holly. That would be, like, my biggest thing for hardcore. Now, for the tag team titles, I would say, you know, I would go up. What I would want to go up against the APA. I just feel like that'd be a crazy.
Blitz is like picking all these like heavy hitters that you know. Oh my God!
I want to make a name, man. I gotta go after him.
He's gonna have a memoir like in the first month. Like, I broke my spleen in this match. I remember that.
And then for my final feud, I would like to fight Cody Rhodes, but I would dress up as Stardust to throw him off. And then do a cartwheel in.
And you'll be more popular than Stardust. Like, you'll be popular as Stardust, and he is gonna.
They're gonna call me Wepa Dust.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And Path, 3 feuds. What would be your biggest 3 feuds?
RVD for the Intercontinental title, even just to get under that learning tree. Even if it's like a mentor-student turn role, just to get in the ring with RVD. Period. Mick Foley as Cactus Jack specifically. Because I think with the kind of like what Benny was saying with the hardcore scenario, the fun that he had, it would be fun. He'd be like, "What do you want to do? I want to do this." Oh, okay, as long as I can do this, and it's idea on top of idea on top of idea on top of idea. And then I'm canceled, and I'm re-signing, and I'm never able to come back. And then that final feud, I want a match with Taker at Mania.
Ooh.
That would be.
I think that would definitely pull you over. That would put you over. Like, anybody that wrestles Taker is gonna get pulled, especially if you last. Not one of those like quick match. I think you would. Yeah, you'd probably become like the star. Like, they wouldn't let you win the Royal Rumble next year. The year after. Okay. Shit.
Almost win the Rumble. Get bitch slapped by Taker at Mania. Pays out more.
Okay. And enter number 1.
That would be no. I would be the guy that
first time ever when Toy Addict enters the Royal Rumble would be the first time ever they'd be showing somebody enter and it's the number 2, and then it'd turn around and be like, already in the ring.
To a first time
Don't
ever
even get
where entrant 1 and 2 are in the ring and they somehow eliminate each other, and entrant 3 still hasn't even came out yet, so it's just long awkward pause till entrant 3 comes out, then even longer pause till entrant 4 comes out.
Right. We have a theme. Jonathan says, theme A-Worthy Addiction title ladder match sponsored by Ball Stick with a dirty rap bill from upper management. Okay. So that's the theme. It's an A-Worthy title ladder match. Rap. So we're going to have a title match and sponsored by Ball Stick with a dirty ref and bill from. So we're having a ladder match. Right, I'm assuming that's what he's saying. So we're having a ladder match. So you have at the end of the show, each of us are gonna do a 30-second promo for our ladder match that we're gonna have. Okay,
this is gonna
sponsored
be
by Ball Stick. That man says no feud for myself and 2 scoops. Anyone would that steps up would be in so bad that they will be never. Okay, all right, and then Clint says, I have a gut feeling I would legally be forced to be on
100%. It's already in the contract.
It's going to happen.
It's
going to happen.
You didn't read the fine print.
Is that winner of the promo wars gets a weekly spot on the weekly habit. Okay. Thank you. That makes sense. Tiggs, we would be sure to rule over all of them, and it looks like someone might want to step. Boom. Bring it to the former security guard. 3 scoops are worth it.
Yes,
AB in the house. Let's go to AB.
AB.
This bitch going to be building a faction at this point. 1 scoop, 2 scoop, 3 scoop.
How many flavors can I get in 2 scoops? Okay. That was fun, guys. Definitely. So, yeah, just to kind of to end this, each of us are.
I really like how you guys were all serious about your feuds and your expectations, and I was just like, I'm gonna be the security guard gets beat up.
No, time out. You had honestly, I love everybody's, but yours to me, like it feels like it could happen. That could happen.
The only way
you're gonna be the security guard. Like
you could have been what's his name? You could have been Stan when Shawn Michaels was like, "Hey, what's your name?"
I just
Stan. I just kick Stan.
Who wasn't it? Wasn't that actually Shawn Spears? Yeah.
Yep. Shawn Spears, yeah.
So it worked out for him.
Yes, he's a star too.
Jesus.
He went from production manager to in-ring talent.
Wow. So just to kind of go over Vico's question, like what would be an in-ring name for what would be an in-ring name for each of us? Like, so I'll start. Unworthy, I think you would be Magnifico. You would be like a luchador for me. Like I would get you a luchador mask, and you would be the Magnifico Gringo, and like you would come out with like the Syracuse logo. I don't even know what that is, but I'll make one up, and like you would have like the New York logo, and like you would be like a luchador, but you would be like Rey Mysterio level, or like La Parka level. Like you'd be like doing the dances, but like hand people chairs. As would be you. Diggs, Figz. Diggs, I don't want to take away from the scoop because I really like the scoop thing. So I'm gonna keep your name. I feel like I'm gonna keep your name because it fits. It's a fitting name, and we got something going here. Blitz, you definitely be like I don't know if I would make you like you're like Hispanic, but I would like make you a Samoan in my brand. Like you would be a Samoan guy. Like I would call you like
so the same way they made Yokozuna Japanese, like that.
Basically, I would just change your whole I would change your whole nationality. You would be like
Tonga Loa was Camacho.
Like, yeah. Oh yeah. So you want me to come out like this?
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
I would call you. Yeah, there you go. And I would call you. What is a good Maui Tonga. That would be
Maui Tonga.
And then Path, you as well, Path. I feel like you would be like one of like the I feel like you would definitely be like you're like a brute type guy. So you kind of remind me, you're like a Sheamus to me. So you would be like Sean Lazarus. That's what I would call you. I would call you Sean Lazarus.
I dig that.
Sean Lazarus. I have Maui Tonga. I have 2 scoops, right? Diggs. I will keep your name, and then the Magnifico Gringo.
You can't even remember.
See, now we got a name.
All right. Oh, really? What would be
Spooktacular for my like?
Yeah, Magnifico Gringo, like with the mask and stuff, doing like somersaults, like Ricochet and shit. Like he'd be dope. So Unworthy, what would be our names?
I think you nailed it. I don't think there's anything I could add to any of that.
Okay. Diggs.
Everybody's.
I mean, you could pick one person. You could pick one person.
Let's see. I don't think you're allowed to do what you did with replacing, like casting Unworthy.
I like Switch
as a luchador.
Like, I just want to point out that he's not realizing that this side of the room can't make those racial jokes that you're making. That's why we really can't add much.
Got him. Oh man. Okay.
No, I like everyone's that they chose.
Everybody likes all my names. Blitz. What would be? Pick somebody. Anybody.
I'm gonna pick you.
There you
Let's
go.
see. I got one for probably Big Figz too, but let's see. Toy Addict. Toy Addict looks like an aggressive person, like a brawler. So I will call him the Connecticut Brawler.
The Connecticut Brawler. Yeah, I'm getting fucking let go. They're gonna do budget cuts and my ass is getting fired the first month. It's like, oh, get rid of that dickhead with the Connecticut Brawler. Yeah, get rid of him. Okay, I like it. I'll take it. Okay.
Big Figz would be Thanos because he got 2 scoops. So if you don't like what he does, he'll just snap the cones.
Okay.
I don't think I got anybody else, to be honest.
Okay. Path.
It's hard to come
anybody?
up with a name for the security guard. It's all good.
I can't. I'm drawing a blank. I can't. I was trying to come up with something awesome for Diggs, and I can't top what Diggs did. I was thinking about something with the cones. Nah, I'm done.
He'll come out with like a cone gauntlet.
My brain went to like nails and like convict style, and then I'm lost at that point. Everything's solid. We're all solid. This is great. We just need a faction name now.
There you go. We definitely should start a faction. It says, look, it says building and the evil architect with his tag partner.
That Art Mandalay, he's a real bastard. You better watch out.
He says, I want to rematch with Jeff Jarrett. I want to match with Jeff Jarrett. All right. Well, guys, thank you. That was awesome. That was definitely fun. So just to kind of quick trending topics, just a few things I picked out. First things first, I haven't seen this movie. I don't know. I know one of you guys have seen it. We don't have to spoil anything, but like if anybody hasn't watched it yet, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley is now streaming on Netflix.
8.5 out of 10.
Since July 3rd. Have you guys all watched any of the Beverly Hills Cop movies? Like, have you guys all like? Are you guys?
I've seen all of them. I haven't seen this one yet. I just seen
me neither.
Netflix pop up.
It's dope.
Okay, so Blitz, since you, Path, have you watched it already?
I have not.
And
I thought it was coming out later this year.
Okay, all right. So Blitz, since you're here, without spoiling anything for people that want to watch it, just a quick what like you say it's an 8.5.
I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, 8.5. So now compared to like the other movies,
mm-hmm.
like what makes it a 8.5?
So first, it pays a lot of homage to the original 3 movies in a lot of aspects. There's like little Easter eggs in there that they threw in to like if you watch the original 3, it'll show you the original 3 in some aspect. It had a great story.
Okay.
Obviously the soundtrack was amazing, and like I said, it was just. I don't think it's gonna be a closing to it. I mean, because Netflix is gonna be like, well, if this movie makes a good impression, we might do another one.
As they always.
But if this was like the final Beverly Hills Cop movie, they ended it on a very good note.
Okay. All right.
Without
no, absolutely. So one of the things that I saw on the trailer was I love a lot of like the returning cast. Like you got a lot of like the returning cast, and also like the action. Like I already know there's a lot of action in this movie. I mean, there was a lot of action in the old ones, right? So it's like I think one of the things that I'm looking forward to big time. And chat, letting me know if you guys watched the movie without spoiling me. Let me know what you rate it. Blitz said an 8.5. I haven't seen it, so I'll give my own. And again, respectfully, this is everybody's personal opinion of movies. You may like it, you may not like it. That's okay. But
I was gonna say one thing that I really like, and it's not really spoiling anything. I always enjoyed the soundtrack from the original movies.
Yeah.
They played a lot of the original tracks in the movie. It was just dope. It was just really dope that they did.
Like
that.
When you say tracks, do you mean like the theme songs or like certain songs from like the other ones?
Do you remember Beverly Hills Cop 2 in the very beginning when he's with the guy and they're chasing in the truck and he's like, "Oh, you're the one that did." Remember the scene where they're driving off and it's like, I don't remember the name of the song. That song is actually in the very first sequence of the movie.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to like watching it because again, I think like it's nice to get Eddie Murphy to come back and like do these movies and like again, it's just like having that.
Did anything?
Oh man, damn! I think the last movie, honestly, that I could remember that he did that he was in was the movie where he was like something Pluto. What was that movie? It was like a
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Oh, that was the last
Coming to America too.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I actually saw that movie. I wasn't thrilled about that movie. I
didn't even know there was a Coming to America too.
It's Amazon Prime, honestly, in my personal opinion, the movie is like it's one of those things where it's like when you make a great movie, it should stay that movie. Like there's no need to like. This is my personal opinion. If everybody disagrees with me, that's okay. But I feel like that with Coming to America is one of those movies that it should have just been just that movie. Like there was no need for a sequel, just like Dumb and Dumber. There was no need for a sequel for Dumb and Dumber. Like I like the prequel. The prequel was better than the sequel that they had for Dumb and Dumber. I actually enjoyed that one more. But even that one, I was like, I didn't need a prequel and I didn't need a sequel. Like that one movie was fine. So I think Coming to America. And that was one of the things going into Beverly Hills that I was a little bit skeptical on. It's like, all right, damn, like you gave us 3 movies. I enjoyed all of them. I've always going to be a fan of the first one because the first one is like my favorite. But like, and the second one was good, and 3 was it wasn't great, but it was okay. I love the whole amusement park thing, but like it's one of those things. Like, all right, guys, 3's enough. Let's leave it at that. There's no need to what's going on? There's no need to like add more to like this, to this franchise, right? Like just keep it there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So it's like to me, it was just like that's where I was scared. But like you're giving it an 8.5. Benny, I trust you in movies. So if you like
it would have gotten a higher grade, but there's like one part in the movie that is very obvious. So it was just like, oh, that's why it went down.
Okay.
It was like if you wanted to be a surprise, you give it a surprise.
Clint, did you watch Beverly Hills, the new one? Without spoiling, what were your thoughts on the movie?
I thought it was good. Like, not the best movie ever, but easily better than the third one. And just like you're not gonna have a bad time watching it. You're gonna enjoy it. So I give it like a 7.5.
Oh, 7.5. Okay.
Yeah. So
fair enough. Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But again, I think with me, it's my biggest fears with movies like this. It's like I'll watch them and I'll be like, okay, there was no need for this movie. Like you could have.
Like I'll say there is no need for it, but I'm not mad that it's here.
Okay. It gives you that.
Same thing. It's sort of the same thing he says about me most of the time. There's no need for me, but it's
most
nice
of the time. Every time
I
see you.
All right. Hoodcast says all the original 80s songs. Murphy does this where he evades a scene and made up character. He doesn't do the voices in the characters, never does his iconic laugh, but I loved it. Big fan. Okay.
But
and because Haunted Mansion,
was there bananas and tailpipes?
Yes.
That in the new movie?
Yes.
No.
Are there any bananas in the new movie?
No, but they I don't want to spoil it. They pay homage to kind of the scene.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the best way to say it.
Then I'm
He
in.
says, he says Pluto Nash terrible when it was released. It was a newfound life now, almost cult. Okay. And then shout out to Clint.
I feel like Fallen's just putting bullshit in the chat because you'll read it.
And I'm gonna show it. Fantastic, give a show you some love. And then Vico says Clint's in the house. Okay. So yeah, so again, I'm looking forward to it. And again, for anybody that hasn't watched it, it is streaming on Netflix. If you're living under a rock and don't know that, go check it out. I mean, if you're a fan of the old ones and maybe this one, kind of just give you that nostalgia thing, then go watch it. I'm definitely gonna check it out because I do enjoy the other movies. Next, it's not really all these. Next is kind of for me. I don't know if you guys have watched this, but I kind of wanted to touch base on this a little bit. So I finally got to see In a Violent Nature. It's a movie on Shudder. It's a Shudder movie, and it was my highest, most anticipated horror movie of the year after watching Late Night with the Devil, and I can honestly say that I could give this movie maybe like a 6. It's not a bad movie, but it's not the greatest movie. And to me, it just felt like, I don't know if you guys have watched this or even thought about watching In a Violent Nature. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer, but it just felt like, it was nice to see the perspective of the killer. One of the things the reason I gave it a 6 is because it gave me a lot of like the 80s horror vibes. Like, gave me a lot of like callback. Like, I felt like I was watching a classic Friday the 13th movie, or one of those classic horror movies with the cheap dialogue and shit like that. That's what I love the most about it. But like there's like these 2 scenes that I was like this is stupid. Like, this didn't happen. Now another highlight of this movie that I will say is the kills. Like the kills in this movie are fucking brutal. They're super brutal. There was one that was a little stupid, but had the actress did a little more to sell it to me, it would have been like super brutal. Like even as close as like the Terrifier. I don't know if you guys have.
I was about to ask, is it Terrifier?
The Terrifier movies, like not as brutal as those kills, but like it's close to it. Had the actress who was getting killed in the movie sold it the right way, because had she sold that scene, it probably would have been up there with the upside down girl from the first Terrifier. It would have been like, yeah, you sold this to me. Like, it's one of those, like, yeah. So, but overall, like I said, there was a scene in the movie that made no fucking sense to me. It was not needed at all. The kills were great. The following again, a lot of Friday the 13th vibes. But if you haven't seen that movie, definitely go check it out. It was definitely the most anticipated movie, and I'm glad I didn't watch it in theaters and I got to watch it at home, because it's like, okay, I saved my money, and I'm glad I did, because it's not a bad movie, but it's not like my number 1 horror movie of this year. Says, where's my Axel Foley figure? Yeah, shit. I would love one of those shits. Godzilla New Empire was terrible movie. Decent cartoon, LOL. Okay. He says, damn, so much hope for that bring back charm. Yeah, dude. I really like I said, it's not In a Violent Nature. It's not a bad movie. Like, if you're really into like the 80s classic movies, and you remember how like the dialogue is and like kind of like the wood scenes, you'll enjoy it. And that's what I enjoyed about it. And the kills I enjoyed a lot too. And just having everything in the perspective of the killer and just following the killer the entire time was great. And that's another thing too. There's certain things that felt rushed. Like, I was like, okay, it was a little rushed. Like, I'm surprised that the critics liked it so much, but I understand why the fans really didn't enjoy it as much as they did. So definitely go check that out. And then last but not least is no surprise to anybody, James Gunn. There's been a shit ton of leaks for Superman, and I know some of the characters have been leaked. And here's Mr. Corn Sweat as Superman in his new Superman suit. And then here's
terrible.
And this is Mr. Terrific. It's growing on me. I like it. I have no issues. Again, I'm big. It's not because I'm a Superman fan. Honestly, I feel like I'm okay with interpretation and like just watching some of like the behind the scenes. Because again, I don't know who the fuck they hired for security, but they're leaking a bunch of like little like scenes.
Well,
like,
I mean,
Yeah.
You think Warner Brothers can actually afford security now?
They can't fucking they couldn't do that any other time. But I mean, I think I'm pumped for a lot of the scenes that I'm seeing as far as like Corn Sweat. And then there's this one scene also. This is our Guy Gardner in the movie.
I hate it.
Nathan Fillion as the Green Lantern.
Freaking love it.
You like it, Clint?
Yeah.
What do you like about it so much?
Is it
just to see Guy Gardner like that? It brings me joy. That's for no other reason, but
okay.
Wait,
Worthy, you're a big Green Lantern guy, so you let me know.
I don't like that. It's kind of a cornball looking.
Wait, why was there a Ghostbuster in that first picture?
Oh yeah, the Proton Pack. Yeah, right.
What are those walkie-talkies?
They had their realistic answer to who you're going to call, and it was super.
But
I don't think they will, but I hope they white out Terrific's eyes. I really do. I hope they do.
Yeah,
because I love how he looks. I really hope they white the eyes out.
Yeah, you can't have the white D on the face and then eyes still be the same.
Yeah. It's Warner Brothers.
This is Superman, and this is the Engineer, and this is supposed to be this gentleman. I thought it was Black Noir. I was like, wait, they're mixing like the boys and fucking Superman together. Like, what's going on here? But like now with seeing the symbol, the Ultraman symbol, I'm like, is this supposed to be like a Superman clone in the movie? And
oh man,
like,
they better not do Ultraman like that.
I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like, I think he looks like Black Noir to me. But again, I am a big I'm okay with like interpretations of like outfits. To me, it's like I don't care what the outfit looks like. You got to sell me the character. You got to sell that character to me. Like I mean, yeah, appearance is gonna be a big thing, but like if you're not giving me a good story, then what's the point? Like you can have a great costume, but if the story fucking sucks, it makes no sense to me. And so far from like some of like the behind the leak scenes that I've seen. Like there's a scene where like they're all walking and I guess Maxwell Lord is involved in some way. Like he's like has their costumes or like something like that. And like he's running around with the kids and like Superman's walking and the kids are embracing them and like shit like that. Like that's the kind of stuff that I like to see. Like I like to see that version of Superman. That's the version of Superman that I want to see. But one of the biggest things that really, really sold me in this movie is that one of the reporters is played by Christopher Reeve's son. Like he's in the movie.
Not heard about that.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve's son is going to be in the movie. He's going to be playing a reporter, which like that right there fucking sold me. And I'm like, all right, if this is what we're doing and this is the vision James Gunn has, and also too, James Gunn is one of those guys that could give you like a really cheesy ass fucking costume, but really sell you that fucking character. Like Peacemaker, right? A lot of us, honestly, like John Cena, Peacemaker in the beginning. Had it not been, we would have never fucking enjoyed it as much as like we probably would have talked shit. Everybody talked shit about him. When he was like, when they first showed him as Peacemaker and stuff like that. But then when he played in Peacemaker, he got his own fucking show and everything. He was a highlight of that movie. He was one of the highlights.
But I mean, they took that character and changed it completely to fit for that show or that movie, and then it became a show because of it. It's not like the real original Peacemaker.
Yeah, it's definitely their interpretation. I just feel like with James Gunn, he's really good at like taking characters that we don't even fucking like think of or even know, but we don't really pay attention to a lot and make them like fun to watch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like with maybe Guy Gardner, he'll probably do good. I don't know. I have my faith. I don't want to get too much faith because again, I've been easily disappointed, but I want to be happy with this movie and I want to be excited for this movie. But I mean, who fucking knows?
Like, Idris Elba as John.
Yeah.
I just want to see Idris Elba as John.
Have they casted that, or is that still just a fan cast?
That's just my dream cast. It used to always be Michael J. White, but now Idris Elba, all the way.
Okay. So are you guys for this movie? Do you think James Gunn is going to do a good job with this movie? Like, what do you guys think?
I hope it does really well. I have high expectations for a Superman movie.
Yeah,
I have good expectations for it. Like, I will say I'm probably in the camp that has issues with the costume, but not like I hate it. I just have minor critiques, but
yeah,
I'm not getting paid for that, so don't matter.
I feel like Warner Brothers deserves a win. So like I'm hoping the movie does good.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
I'm hopeful. I like whenever you hear like Danny, you were talking. Whenever you see the actors actually are enjoying the role and the character, it shows more in the final product.
Yeah.
Whenever they actually are enjoying something they're doing, they put everything in.
Yeah.
And usually it ends up being really, really good. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I am too. I'm pumped. Like I said, I remember the excitement I got when the first Man of Steel came out, and I purchased my ticket at Walmart because they were selling like early showings of Man of Steel, and I was super pumped. I watched that movie in like every version you could. I watched it in 3D, regular, XD, paraded. Like I watched it in every version. Like I love Man of Steel. Like I loved everything about Man of Steel. And I hope I get the same. Like I'm pumped about this movie. Like I'm really like again, it's a Superman movie, so it's nice to get someone new actors, and and just see where James Gunn takes it. Because again, I think James Gunn did a really good job with Guardians of the Galaxy, and also too like Fallen mentioned the soundtracks. Like I think I agree. Sometimes soundtracks are really good, and sometimes he throws in really good stuff.
Well, on that note, I hope he doesn't do the same thing with Superman that he did with his other ones, soundtrack wise. I don't want that kind of soundtrack to go with it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not something you do for a serious superhero.
No. Not like serious, but not at this scale. No.
Not everything that DC puts out has to have a comedy tone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's like their stamp. They're like trying. That's like their MO.
Well, they got all kinds of criticism about like the previous. What the hell is his name? I'm blanking on the guy's name. They did the Justice League. Snyder.
Yeah.
They bashed on Snyder and how dark everything was. So they're like, well, we better go campy and lighthearted and funny then. Now they're just overdoing it.
Yeah. But again, I'm excited for it. There's leaks everywhere, and again, I'm pumped for this movie to come out. Like I can't wait to I can't wait to own a corn sweat hot toy. Like I want one like now. Like I want him to release one like at some point and I'm gonna buy it because I definitely want one. But that's trending topics for today. Is really not really trending. It's just a bunch of stuff that bad.
Dream Superman popcorn bucket.
That's a good question.
It says, I need to keep DC dark. Can't imagine it being goofy and buddy. I mean, there's some characters that they're not always dark. There are some characters that can be a little bit like goofy.
Plastic Man.
Like Plastic Man, right?
Right. I would love a live action Plastic Man.
I don't want to. Honestly, I love the dark Superman. I love the, what is it? The Injustice. That's what I always felt like Henry Cavill. Well, not in Man of Steel, but like in Batman vs. Superman. And I always felt like he was like the Injustice Superman. And I mean, it was always, again, interpretation. I've never wanted Superman to be so quiet, and like I want him to like make like stupid little jokes or little things like that, like interact with like people the way he's been doing in like these like leaked scenes. Like that's like Christopher Reeves. Like I know I can never get the Christopher Reeve era ever again, but like I need something like close to it. Like, and honestly, the show has been like the closest thing that I've gotten to it. Like the show with Tyler. Hairy man guy, whatever the fuck. I can't remember his last name. Haktui. Tyler Haktui. So
Figz had a question, and I feel like you're skedaddling around.
Yeah, I had a great answer for that.
Like, what was the question again, Diggs? I'm sorry.
What's your dream Superman popcorn bucket?
So,
because you're a popcorn bucket connoisseur now.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, like if you're gonna give me a Superman bucket, it has to be the Superman logo. Like I need that.
It's not the Superman logo. It's the Superman briefs.
Oh shit!
That too.
Yeah,
we got ahead from every other bucket. We might as well get some tail.
Exactly.
I'll take that too. But yeah, I'm pumped for Superman. I'm pumped. Honestly, I'm really pumped for like hopefully the direction that James Gunn's taking DC, because I agree with Blitz. Like they need a win. Like I felt like, but it's not to say that everything that Marvel put out was great, because it wasn't. Not everything was great, right? But they did put out a lot a lot more things. That first 10 years of MCU, forget it. It's untouchable. Like we're not gonna. There's no way in hell Warner Brothers can ever touch that. But like, I hope that they are able to kind of capitalize, and this movie does good, and it capitalizes, and actually does really well. Like they have their. I would love to see the DCU 10 years down and say, hey, like we made it this far, and it was great. They did a great job. You know what I'm saying? So, and even incorporate. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Henry Cavill back. Like people. Anything's possible. They did it with Andrew and Toby. They did it with them. What are the chances that we get like a, if they do really well, they'll do a multiverse movie where they bring Harry.
Point with that. I'm freaking tired of multiverse crap.
Yeah.
Like let these actors retire and move on, and we can reboot these things.
Yeah, I agree.
I would still
like. I definitely agree with being multiverse wore out on the multiverse idea, but I love the Earth 3 version of the Justice League, the crime so much that I hope that some way they're able to touch on.
Yeah,
that is kind of a multiverse.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
or just give us the Crime Syndicate movie, and like it can be completely separate from the Snyderverse.
All right. Well, again, that's all I have for trending or whatever is going on topics. So we're on a portion of the show where we're going to talk about the big show that's happening tomorrow, which is Money in the Bank. We got a card set up for it, and we're going to be giving you guys our predictions of what's going to happen in Money in the Bank. So I am pumped for it. So in any order, I'm just going to pick a random match, and we're going to just give our predictions of who we think is going to take the gold. So we're going to start off with the obvious, the ladies' Money in the Bank ladder match. Yeah, we have Io Sky. Who is this? Naomi, Zoe, and who's the other ladies? I don't know.
Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
There you go. So, fellas, me personally, looking at this bunch right here, as much as I would love to say that I would love Naomi to get this win, I kind of want Zoe Stark to get this win. I feel like they're trying to give her a push, or they're going to eventually. I think this is the time to probably. We're in an era where she maybe is going to get this push, and I think she would have an amazing match with Rhea Ripley or even like Bayley. I think she would definitely have an amazing match. So my prediction is that Zoe Stark it would be something in the likes of Naomi and Chelsea Green and maybe Zoe Stark, the like three girls kind of battling with it, and then Zoe Stark take this title. I feel like she's at that point where she's ready for that push. So, I'm going with Zoe Stark.
I am going to go complete opposite of that and say that there's only one time it is, and that's Tiffy time. I think Stratton's going to win. It's the only one that makes sense. I don't think EO really needs to be back in the world picture. Valkyria doesn't need to be in there. I think Chelsea Green's only going to be there for comedy. And Zoe Stark is a little bit too stiff, in my opinion. She's got potential to fucking hurt people on accident. She don't start to loosen up a little bit. And I would love to see Naomi win, but I think it's going to be Tiffany.
Okay. Diggs.
I have to base it off that picture.
So it's okay.
So the bottom right chick that's touching her hat.
Okay.
Chelsea Green.
She's obviously throwing in the hat, so she's not winning. It's not going to be the chick right in the front center, but right above her.
Lyra.
Yeah, that.
She was the Queen of the Ring runner-up.
Okay, that's my pick. Just based on this picture.
Okay.
Sound logic?
Okay. Clintastic.
I'm going with Tiffany as well.
Okay. Blitz Figz.
In a perfect world, it's really hard. They've been teasing Naomi versus Bayley. They've been teasing Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley. They've been teasing Chelsea Green versus Bayley. I say all three of them somehow get connected to the briefcase and they all fall down holding it. That would be the perfect world answer. But I think they're going to lean more towards Naomi. I'm going to go with Naomi. Okay. Just because of the promos that they've been putting out, especially, I don't know if you guys saw the one on SmackDown a little while ago. You could tell Naomi's like ready to like turn on her. She's like fighting herself. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think Naomi's going to win. And she's going to cash it in on Bayley.
You see that being like with Naomi being the heel of that feud?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. They just recently made Bayley babyface not too long ago, right before WrestleMania. It makes no sense to turn her heel right away again.
Right. All right.
Pass?
So I agree with Benny on Naomi, because whenever Naomi got her first title defense with it was Naomi and Tiffany at Backlash, and they had like the big friendly hugging moment at the end, and they can only do that for so long to where it starts to be like the obvious play-by-play, like Naomi's gonna win it, right? And then her and Bayley will stay close and friendly, blah blah blah. But there's always gonna be that in the back of your mind, like when is Naomi gonna turn on her?
Yeah.
When is Naomi gonna turn on her? But if it's not Naomi, I see it being Tiff, because Tiff's the full package.
Yeah.
And that'll give her something more to talk about in her promos.
Okay.
And I could literally see and hear Michael Cole screaming, "It's Tiffy time!" whenever she wins a championship. I can hear it.
Okay. Good little picks there. All right. Next is Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title.
There's only one right answer for this. There's only
what
one
is
right
it?
answer. I'm sorry.
So what is the one right answer?
Braun Breaker. Sami doesn't need it. He does not need it.
Okay.
Sami being the guy to beat Gunther still makes no sense to me whatsoever. He didn't need that win at all, by any means.
Wouldn't it be crazy though if Sami
for me
wins?
Gets stale extremely fast? And if he somehow, some way goes over Breaker, what's the payout?
Right.
What is there for Breaker? Breaker is this unstoppable force who is also the full package, and he's so young already. Sami taking the belt off of Gunther now can make sense as a transition to somebody like a Breaker. Because there's no way... Yeah, Breaker and Gunther would have been cool, but I don't think they would have thrown Breaker immediately to take it off of Gunther. So Breaker taking it off of somebody like Sami will make more sense, and I'm sure they'll milk a series between them throughout the year and give us like a stipulation match later. But there's no need for Sami to walk out still champion. No need. He doesn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can agree with all of that, because if you had thrown Braun Breaker on the main roster and have him go straight to the top, and take out Gunther for the IC title, it kind of bastardizes Gunther's long reign by having somebody new and upcoming without even having a feud with the guy and have him take the title. But also, if you don't put the title on Braun Breaker now, the IC title, mid-card title, what do you do with it? You can stretch
all his credibility's out the window.
Out. You can stretch the feud out a little bit longer. But if you don't put the title on him, then he's going to suffer in the mid-card doing what? Just being somebody that breaks jobbers like Roman did for fucking forever, Now's the time. They need to get him out of the mid-card. Or keep him in the mid-card rather than send him up higher into the card.
I feel like Sami would win this match, and just hear me out to what I'm going to say. I don't want Sami to win. I think Braun Breaker definitely deserves this. But Braun Breaker was a beast already when he came up. But you're turning him into an animal little by little, which is great. So what you do is, he was going crazy because he wasn't in the Money in the Bank qualifying, and he just went ham on everybody. Let him loose to Sami. Let him go crazy on the roster, the locker room. If you want to stretch it to SummerSlam, let him take the title off of him at SummerSlam. That's great. You could do that. But you can also, but you could get yourself a build for him for something better. You could eventually put him in a title run, or you could or even put him for the Intercontinental title again, whichever way you put it. Just give him I don't think he needs the belt right now. I think he needs to keep building that animal character that he's having and like be that force, because then when it finally gets down to him having a match, let's say against a future world heavyweight champion, and him winning it because he's an animal, that'll make the most sense to me, at least to me.
That sounds logic for having him lose. Definitely.
All right.
Doesn't mean I want that to happen though.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want Sammy to win, but I think if you give him the belt in his build to being an animal, like what do you do after that? Because it's clear Gunther is in the world title like future.
Yeah.
Who's gonna defeat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental belt? Like
Let
Chad Gable?
Dragunov run it back.
Yeah, but then what do you do? The thing is, what do you do after that? Like Gable, they had him in the title run for the IC title, and now he's feuding with the YS6, which is great. Like he died, he came back to life and everything.
Yeah, he got taken out. He got resurrected. His career is going really well this year.
Yeah. I think it makes the most sense.
Me personally, I feel like as much as it makes sense to give Braun Breaker this title right now, I feel like they're gonna keep it with Sammy. They're not. This is not the first match that they both are gonna have together. They're gonna give Braun Breaker this title, but they're not gonna give it to him.
Oh, they're about to tear the house down.
They're not gonna give it to him in Money in the Bank. I think that he's gonna win. Sami Zayn is gonna win Money in the Bank. They're gonna continue this feud and get this a little going to maybe the next pay-per-view, and that's when Braun Breaker will take it. Maybe a little longer after that. I feel like this is gonna be like stretched out a little bit. It's gonna be dragged on a little bit until Braun Breaker takes it. I think Sami Zayn is gonna take this title. He's gonna stay champion.
I think even though having him beat Sammy and going, still trying to set this up for a long feud with Sammy, him winning doesn't change that possibility, because he could be the champion and he's having another match and Sammy comes in and puts fucking screws to him enough times that he thinks, he's got to take care of this thorn in his side that Sammy's getting at SummerSlam. So like they can make it stretch no matter who wins.
It just sucks that Sammy's a babyface. I feel like Sammy's always been better as a heel, but Braun Breaker is clearly the heel here, and you're giving him that hype build that he needs to be a big time player in whatever brand he stays with or goes to in the future to get a title like the world. I don't think he's gonna go after like Cody if he ever stays like on SmackDown or goes to SmackDown. I feel like it's going to be a world heavyweight title match. Because that's what he is. Like he's a heavyweight, and that's what he wants.
Sammy, I feel I call it the underdog curse, because he has that heel air for like Bloodline's a prime example of it. Everybody was so into him getting out of the Bloodline, and they loved it for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
And then it started to become, Sammy still gets cheers. Don't get me wrong, he still gets cheered up basically where he goes. But after he had the turn and the underdog thing was over, it got to like, why is Sammy supposed to be this believable force when he looks like somebody that just would piss you off? He just looks like he looks
like somebody who smells like this.
Yeah. Like
I think
whenever he was a heel was amazing, because he would literally come on the screen and you'd be rolling your eyes because he would say the most stupid shit. He'd come out in the cargo pants. Everything was a conspiracy.
That was good. That was classic Sami Zayn.
Well, that's I think that's the approach they went with him too. This is the underdog, right? He came from that big thing with the bloodline, that big storyline with the bloodline, who he was like an outcast with them because he wasn't really part of their family. And so he goes up against Roman, doesn't win the title, wins the titles, the tag titles, loses the tag titles. So like I think that's why they gave him this big old push where he beat Gunther to give him that underdog. So I feel, again, I honestly feel like as much as people want Braun Breaker to get that title, he's probably going to be close to getting that title, but I feel like Sammy is going to keep that title tomorrow. Like he's going to definitely
see Dragunov coming back and costing Breaker, and maybe we get a triple threat between all three of them later. I could see that because Dragunov is technically still out right now, but he could be returning.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Clint, you Braun or Sammy?
I'm going with Braun, but I agree with it, whatever else is saying, though.
Okay. And Diggs, who are you going with?
I mean, you guys took all the answers, so.
You were supposed to say Mankind. Mankind is going to win the title. Okay.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Big Paulie's going to win the title.
Braun's uncle's going to come out of retirement, and we're going to hear the sirens hit, and he's going to come out and just take it.
Yeah, right.
He ain't even going to compete in the match. He's going to take the belt and take it.
Right. All right. Next match. Let's see who we got here. Let's go with the World Heavyweight title. Who's going to take this? Who's going to take the World Heavyweight title?
This is a tough one.
I've been thinking about this all day because I knew we were going to talk about this. And I think my official stance on who's going to win between Seth and Damian is where it is in the card.
Yep.
Really going to depend.
Exactly.
If this is the first match of the night, then Damian's just going to win. He's just going to win clean because they're not going to take the belt off. I think if the men's Money in the Bank match happens before this match, then it doesn't matter who wins between Seth and Damian. Because I think whoever wins the men's Money in the Bank will come in and cash in that night.
Yep.
And either win, take the title from whoever wins, or they'll cash in and be like the first time it's ever happened where somebody loses the same night they won. But I see this one being a crapshoot. It really is going to depend on where it is.
Okay.
I agree 100%.
Same.
I think if this match is first, Damian wins. Or I also see, since they're like doing ripples in Judgment Day, I see maybe Finn Balor costing him the belt somehow, the same way it happened to him last year. But if this match is towards the end, let's say that's the main event. I see Finn Balor costing the belt, costing Damian Priest the belt, Seth Rollins winning. And I'm going to say the winner of the Money in the Bank is going to cash in. And I would say that if that plays out like that, I say Drew McIntyre wins the Money in the Bank. He fights Punk at SummerSlam for the belt. If it plays out like that.
I think either way, beginning or main event, Damian Priest keeps the title. He's going to keep it. They're not going to take the title off of Damian Priest yet. They're not going to do it. Whether it's the first match of the night or the last main event, he is going to keep the title regardless.
Now, you feel like he's doing a good job and he deserves.
I don't think he's doing it. Honest. I don't. First, I mean, I don't think he's not. I mean, I'm no one to say that somebody's not doing a good job because I am not a professional wrestler, not yet, at least. But I think mic wise, like I don't think his mic skills are great. I don't think that. I personally don't think that he's measured up to again, it's like Seth Rollins held the title before him. That's a big bar. Those are big shoes to fill, especially with all the injuries and everything that he had and him fighting all the matches, having all those banger matches that he's had. That's a really tough act to follow. So I think with Damian Priest, his thing is that he's trying to become this. Like he's trying to have his like moment and his run with this title. It's not but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I do want to give him the benefit. I feel like he's gonna lose the title to somebody, but like it's not gonna be Seth Rollins. They're not gonna give it to Seth Rollins again.
I got a question then, just to go off of that.
Yeah.
Do you think that Damian Priest would have been a better champion if he wasn't with the Judgment Day, or how he is with the Judgment Day?
Great question. I think I don't think he would have been as good of a champion as he is now. Like I think I think
Judgment Day is helping him out.
I think the judge.
I don't think they are.
I think the Judgment. I think him becoming champ now is more. It's going to be more relevant to me than him becoming champion if he wasn't with the Judgment Day. He's going to keep the title tomorrow. He's definitely going to keep the title. Like it or no, I'm gonna save that for my promo later.
all I'm saying is I have never been less invested in a world heavyweight title picture.
Yeah, they're trying to
since he won.
I will say that I feel like Seth Rollins coming back and challenge him for that title kind of hypes up the thing, because hypes up the match a little bit because it's Seth Rollins, and with Seth Rollins, he makes whoever he can make a fucking a turd in the mat look fucking great because he's a phenomenal wrestler. I think with this match, it's gonna elevate. I think he's gonna put over Damian Priest in this match. He's gonna that's the point of this match. He's not getting the response that he wants, or he's not getting the response Seth is gonna get, but he's gonna put him over. Like, he's definitely gonna put him over, and he's probably gonna. And honestly, as bold, I may be wrong. He's probably gonna do it without the Judgment Day. He's gonna do it without them. He's gonna do it without them. He's gonna beat them with. He's gonna do it.
It's either El Campion's first actual clean, successful defense, or we got the seeds planted for Balor and Priest. That's how I see it happening, because they've started leaning really heavy back that direction again.
Yeah.
And Priest is one of those guys. I've been a fan of his for a while. I dig him. I think he goes out there and for his size, the stuff he can pull off is incredible.
Yeah.
And you put him with the right guy, it's amazing. I thought him and Jay had good chemistry. I thought him and McIntyre had great chemistry. Mic work definitely could use. He has that bass that catches your attention, yeah. But sometimes the words just come out stale.
Yeah, not. Yeah.
Him and Rollins is going to be amazing.
It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good match because of Rollins, in my opinion. I love Damian Priest. But I think compared to Seth Rollins, the match is going to be awesome because of Seth Rollins. But I feel like it's going to be one of those matches where it's going to be a clean fight, and Seth is going to put over Damian Priest because he's been getting so much of all the Judgment Day and all the matches they're interfering. No, he's going to put him over in this match.
And also just crazy, scary luck. Like, Priest is even still active. Like, I don't know if y'all watched that last one, man, with his leg.
Yeah.
I hated that. Playing it, and I'm just.
He says Figz causing him to lose could be a catalyst, breaks apart the group while Mommy's away and leave it a new Judgment Day to rise. Okay, fair enough. Diggs. Shawn Michaels from DX is gonna win this fight. Who you got, Diggs?
The guy I've heard of.
Perfect. Clint?
Oh, I'm going with Damian.
Okay, Damian Priest. Okay. Yep, Damian Priest. Okay. All right. Next match is the Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and KO versus the new Bloodline 2.0. Who takes this match? Any surprises you think? I personally think Jimmy Uso is going to return. He's going to come with that new cousin that they announced, Tonga, whatever the hell his name is, that new tall guy.
Tonga Leo.
He's probably going to come with him. And I feel like he's going to have some involvement in this match. I don't think the Bloodline is going to.
I mean, they're running out of fucking Tongan to put in the stable.
I mean,
yeah.
They got to be getting close.
Yeah,
they got the sisters too that WWE's trying to sign, the Tonga sisters.
Yeah.
They got Zilla, but Zilla, he ain't ready, man. Zilla, he's Umaga's son.
Yeah.
He's Jacob Fatu and a couple others on the Indies, but he has a really bad attitude, man. I don't know if he's ready yet. He trained with Booker, and Booker kicked him out. So I just don't think his attitude's ready yet. I know whenever Jacob showed up on SmackDown, Zilla, he got on social media and was like adding them and getting himself trending with it, but he's had some pretty bad issues. So I think he needs a little bit more humbling on the independents before they try to call him.
No, but I definitely think Jimmy Uso is going to play a big part. I feel like he's going to.
Now you think he's going to come back and help Cody's team because of the way
I don't think he's going to help. I don't think he's going to help Cody's team. I think he's going to show up to just kind of get his revenge. I can honestly see it as the Bloodline. I can honestly see the Bloodline still winning and him showing up. I can see it that way. I can see it either way. Either way it happens, and me personally, I would love for Cody's team to win. I would love for them to win, but if they don't, I feel like either way, Jimmy Uso is going to show up. He's gonna show up. He's gonna be the first to show up, and he's gonna go after them, whether it's chair or whatever. Or he'll bring somebody with him. Who knows? But that's who my prediction is. I'm going with Cody, Randy, and KO.
I got so much predictions for this fucking match. It's crazy.
There's so many ways you could go, man. I keep
Let's hear it,
Blake last year.
Let's hear it. What was your wrestling name?
Blitzio Vega.
Blitzio Vega. Let's hear it, Blitzio Vega.
I agree. Jimmy is coming back. I think Jimmy is going to help Randy, KO, and Cody. It'll be a 4-on-4 even match. And then what is it, Hikuleo or Tangaleo? I think he's going to appear. Bloodline is going to win. And Randy's going to be pissed, and I feel like he's going to turn on Cody.
You think that's where the direction they're going to go to, like with SummerSlam, is Cody and Randy?
Yeah. The reason why I said right before we got on, I was telling Toy Addict that on SmackDown, they did a quick promo where Cody came out and he's talking to KO, and then Randy Orton is there, and Randy Orton takes a sip of his drink, and the whole time he's staring at the belt, only the belt.
Was it last week where Cody said he should be out there defending the championship against a worthy challenger instead of dealing with bloodline business, and Randy just stops everything he's doing and starts staring at Cody?
So I feel like that's gonna happen, the turn. Even if the last Tonga brother doesn't appear, I feel like maybe Jimmy helps the team, and then maybe somehow, some way, maybe Randy just turns on the team right there. It could be that as well. I mean, that's just it's just so crazy that it's harder now to determine like what's gonna happen in a match. I think that's amazing.
And that's exciting. I definitely think Jimmy's showing up. I don't think he's gonna intentionally help them. I think he's literally just gonna show up to maybe go at solo and the rest of them. Similar scenario. This is like I would like for this, but I don't think it will. I could maybe even see Roman showing up just to deal with bloodline business, not to help Cody and them at all, but just to strictly deal with bloodline business.
Ooh. What if Jimmy comes back and he's not part of it, but he like goes right after Solo, and then the match at SummerSlam is Jimmy versus Solo for head of the table, and then Roman appears at SummerSlam.
And see, and then I've been hearing this stuff going around because they're working to having Lesnar coming back. I think before the year over. Lesnar could potentially, Heyman could be potentially doing another dangerous alliance. Because now Heyman's been laid out, and Roman's gonna want blood. Lesnar always shows up if Heyman's been hurt. And that could be fun. That could be really fun.
I don't feel like we need Lesnar anymore, though. Like with how good the Bloodline story has been, like I just don't feel like he needs to be a part of it. If you're gonna bring him, give him his own storyline somewhere else, away from it. Like it's so good, you don't want to add something that could potentially just destroy the story.
Still, I think is like Lesnar would be a good team.
I'm thinking like a ticking time bomb though. Jacob Fatu. Fatu ain't a follower. He's never been a follower in his life. And like people have been running it back with like the body language and everything every week. Fatu is doing everything, but he's not doing it like they all are. He's kind of doing it his own way, and they're not even really letting him talk much. They're making him do like this savage, I don't talk, I just scream thing. And as soon as he gets a mic in his hand, the people that don't already know, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, this dude's better than all of them. He's the total package. He can fly, he can brawl, he can.
Out of all of the current Bloodline members, he's the one that doesn't fit in. He's a talent that doesn't need to be in there.
I mean, it's got to be leading up to something big at Survivor Series. There's got to be a 5-on-5, whatever team it's going to be. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to bring in Zilla Fatu into that portion, like y'all said, that he's definitely not ready. It's like, but if you do 5-on-5, who's going to be the fifth member with Roman and Team? It's got to be Sami Zayn. I mean, who else are you going to bring in unless
that makes the most sense.
I have a theory on that because they are really wanting to do Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania this month. What I'm understanding. And I think a good thing for War Games would be this mystery of who is going to be on Team Roman. Because it's probably going to be Roman and the Usos. They're going to be the first three.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then Hikuleo would make good sense if he comes back with Jimmy, like to set this whole thing up with Money in the Bank and all that. So the fifth one I think would be perfect for them to add would be The Rock. You know, Roman come out and he's like, I've got a teammate too, and it's The Rock. And The Rock and him are working together. And then right there in the middle of the five sides or the two rings and all the cages at War Games, you have The Rock do the about face, and he's like, no, I set this whole thing up. Now you are all stuck in here with us.
Yeah.
That's how they could really start the Rock and Roman thing, because then you don't even need a title involved. You know?
Yeah.
You just be those two.
Yeah.
And be like the real head of the table at the end of it all at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I definitely can't wait till The Rock comes back.
Wearing a G-string.
Fucking Rikishi's gonna come back. He's the new wise man. I would love him.
After they slammed Paul Heyman through the table, I was like, what the hell? They splashed him. They put him through a table. What's next? Rikishi can't come out and stink face him?
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be a very exciting match. Like I'm pumped for that one. I know.
I think in all realisticness, though, for that match, for my prediction, I would have to say the only one that makes sense, regardless of how they're working the story out for SummerSlam, whether it's going to be Solo and Cody or Cody and Randy, I think you absolutely have to have Solo being the one to make the pin for the Bloodline. The Bloodline's got to win.
Position.
And Solo's got to be the one. And it can't be a fluke thing where he's been helped out. It needs to be something definitive like it was with John Cena, where he just fucking thumbed him a whole shitload. I think Solo has to win.
Yeah, it's a lot of like little mysteries. Clint, who do you think got this? Cody's team or the Bloodline?
I'm leaning towards Bloodline as well.
Okay. Diggs?
I was gonna say what Unworthy said about The Rock, but with Nacho Libre instead.
Right. Damn. Right. All right, fellas. I hope this is the main event. I actually really want this to be the main event, and it's the men's Money in the Bank match with LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Ray J, Chad Gable, Jay Uso, and Andrade. So, it's the Yeet season, man. It's Yeet season. I want fucking Jay Uso to take this. I want him. I want Jay Uso to have that. And honestly, that is the one guy that I would say that I would want Jey Uso. I mean, it's probably a lot to think. I would want Jey Uso to take the title from Cody. I would want Jey Uso to do it. I would want Jey Uso to go after Cody. And there were tag partners, and he doesn't want the world heavyweight. He's going for the WWE. That would be a match that I would really look forward to, because again, they did good as tag partners. He helped Randy. I mean, not Randy. He helped Cody in so much, and like for him to kind of like step up, and Cody coming from those indies and putting over these guys, I feel like that would be something Cody would do. He would put over Jey Uso. I want Jey Uso to be the winner of this match. It makes sense. That guy is so over. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, he has like the fans in the palm of his fucking hands. He's selling his merch like crazy. Like, he's like the it guy on Raw. Like, me personally, like, I really enjoy seeing him coming out. Like, Jey Uso is the man. I think Jey Uso needs to win this fight. He's been losing all these big time matches. This has to be the one that he wins, and he can hold that briefcase until he's ready to cash in. So I'm going with Jay.
I think to piggyback off what I said on wearing the card, the main event or the world title matches.
Yeah.
Same for this. If this is the first match that we see, then I think you're going to have Drew McIntyre win. I think Drew McIntyre is going to win. He's going to come in and cash in on either Damian or Seth. And either Punk's going to screw him and he's not going to have cashed in successfully, or he's going to cash in successfully and say it's because he destroyed someone, on SmackDown, and then that kind of tells that story. Now, if this is the main event, though, if this is the last match that we see of the night, the only person that makes sense to me to win is Chad Gable because of the Uncle Howdy storyline going. I don't see LA Knight winning because I see, even though he would be who I would want to, I don't see him winning because he's got something going on with Logan Paul. Probably
Paul would cost him.
I don't think you're going to see Carmelo win because he's not. I don't think he's really ready for the championship.
Carmelo.
He's just a filler in the match. He's just a filler.
Carmelo, that's his name. I said Ray J. Why did I think
don't think he was ready for the main roster. He's just not clicking.
Yeah, no. He's not, and which is a shame because he is really talented. I think he does need to go back to NXT. I don't see. I don't see Andrade winning just because he just came back too, and he's been doing kind of lackluster shit. Really like he belongs in a world title picture right now. Anyway, who was the other? Put that picture back. No, that's all of them. Yeah, Chad Gable makes sense. Or Jey Uso. Sorry, I love Jey Uso, but I don't think he's gonna take any title. And Chad Gable's the only one that makes sense to me with the Uncle Howdy storyline. And he's not gonna cash in right away, but he's gonna be tormented with this whole Uncle Howdy situation. It's going to be able to keep the Money in the Bank briefcase on the back.
The Wyatt Six could totally do something to the briefcase too, corrupt it, have some ominous light coming out of it. Even
every time he goes to cash in, he opens
something
it,
happens.
Light comes out of it, and it throws him off, and you don't want to open it.
So, Pav, you think you think Chad Gable will win, or is that your pick?
I want McIntyre to win.
Okay.
It won't happen. They're the Punk feud's still going. It's about time for Punk to surprise come back and screw McIntyre and set in stone their match at the next pay-per-view. I mean, McIntyre's still wearing the bracelet and everything that he took from him. LA Knight I like LA Knight, but it wouldn't happen. It like Unworthy said, he has something going on already. If he were to almost win it, Logan Paul's coming out there and costing him.
Yeah.
Because Paul tried to get into this match himself, and he couldn't. And Dark Horse, I actually kind of see maybe Andrade, because they brought him back on a big deal and a big contract.
So
I think they try to find that place to put him in. And with the briefcase, that's putting him on TV every week, and then people are going to be able to see what Andrade is really capable of again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Blitz, what do you think?
I know Chad Gable ain't winning. The YA6 is gonna do something where he's just gonna run.
Yeah.
And then he could claim maybe he never got pinned or he never was a part of the match. He wants to, challenge for whoever won the Money in the Bank. Carmelo Hayes is just a fill-in. He makes no sense for.
I feel bad for this guy, Ray J. Or Ray J.
He wasn't ready for a match like this, to be honest. He's a good performer, but he doesn't have a place where him winning would make sense to anything.
Right.
Alberto, what's up, man?
Who else is left? If this is not the main event, and the heavyweight championship is the main event, I give it to Drew McIntyre, only because it makes the most sense. Either he wins and he doesn't cash in and he holds it, and then that builds a bigger feud with Punk, maybe fight for the briefcase at SummerSlam, or he cashes in and then he fights CM Punk for the world title at SummerSlam. Who else is in the match? I'm drawn.
Ray J. Ray J's in it.
No, that I already said. Carmelo Hayes. He makes no sense. Jey Uso, I would want to win so bad, but he doesn't fucking make sense either. Only because if they're building up to War Games, where it's going to be like old bloodline versus new bloodline, he can't have a briefcase. Yeah, he can't have the briefcase for this match.
Unless
it just doesn't make sense.
It on Cody.
Well, that too, but I mean, it wouldn't make sense for him to hold the briefcase all the way to November at least, and have them focusing on the bloodline. And having that War Games match. Because what if that's not the last match that he has with the new bloodline, and then it builds up all the way to Rumble? It's going to take away from the fact that he has the briefcase. The only one that really makes sense to me is definitely Drew McIntyre. Oh, and Andrade, I would love for him to win.
That's that right, Jay. He's in the Money in the Bank, Alberto.
Oh, Andrade, I think he sucks on the mic sometimes.
Well, it's not his normal language.
The language barrier.
There.
No, but I feel like when he gets on the mic, the people don't give him a chance, and I think it fucks with him when he does it. So I think if he was to win the Money in the Bank, I would rock it all the way to WrestleMania, have his WrestleMania moment. If anybody deserves it out of the 6 or 10, and he could just have him feud with people that want to take the briefcase from him, or give him a hype of a storyline, because now he'll be the man of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then you can actually have a feud with Cody Rhodes where he doesn't want to like cash in on Cody, and then just like whoops Cody's ass.
Makes sense. Okay. All right.
But wait, time out. Isn't Gunther fighting for the heavyweight championship at SummerSlam because of his King of Ring?
Yeah, Gunther has a guaranteed world title match.
Oh,
so so Andrade, I'm going Andrade then, because what's the point of having CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus this dude?
Yeah.
Gunther.
See, that was one thing I wish they didn't do with King of the Ring, where they set up these guaranteed world title matches after a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Because, that's how they used to do it, was like the winner of King of the Ring got a title match. And that was fine then. But now with a whole stipulation match before where somebody can cash in and take a world title, it's kind of like, well, damn. Okay, so who's Gunther facing now? Or like on SmackDown, who's Nia Jax facing now?
LA Knight, was the one I forgot. He makes no sense to win because he said that on last week on SmackDown that if he won, he was going to cash it in on Logan Paul. That makes no sense. That's a waste of an opportunity. So I would love LA Knight to win and him have a WrestleMania moment somewhere down the line, because he can have a whole bunch of feuds between now and WrestleMania where it makes sense, be fun, great matches, and then he could cash in.
Yeah.
I actually had the thought a minute ago, what if so Gable wins, okay? And within the recent years they made it to where you can cash in for any championship.
Yeah.
What if he wins and he cashes in and takes the Intercontinental title?
That would be a waste of a briefcase then.
Definitely. But for Chad Gable storyline wise, it would work. Yeah. And then they would put the Intercontinental title involved into the Wyatt 6 story.
But would you really want Uncle Howdy to like build something and just fight for a mid-card title?
I don't know. I'm enjoying what they're doing so much. But I feel like if they rush him to a world title, then they boom it before it even gets started. Like they can keep a good personal feud going for a long time, but you throw a world title on, like even within the first year, I feel like what's next?
Yeah,
you know what I think? Somebody and loses credibility, or is he just keep it going, or do we keep like a mysterium around it?
Yeah.
Or even like Chad wins it and just they torment him in every title defense, and to the point where maybe even Gable gives it up, like he doesn't want it anymore, and we get a tournament bracket or something. And then Gable ends up just wanting a match with Howdy, no title involved, because the idea of the title just is terrifying to Gable now. I don't know, that's just like me going in-depth crazy theory.
This is what I think. Go ahead, Unworthy. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that is a deep rabbit hole to go down in thought for Money in the Bank, but it's all very valid too. They could make it work.
This is what's valid, and this is what I think. Ready? It's Yeet season. Jey Uso's going to win the Money in the Bank.
I would love for it.
That's what I think.
I would not be
no. Honestly, all the theories make sense because again, WWE is good to throwing curveballs at you, and surprising you when you think something's going to happen. I personally still feel like this is Jay's moment. He's lost all these big time matches. This is his moment. He could hold on to that title. He could hype up the crowd. And, as he's been doing, he's going to hold on to it for a while. He could still have his war games. And again, Damian Priest did it. He could still hold on to this briefcase, still have a war games thing.
Custom Bloodline. Bank briefcase.
Yeah, exactly. That sells. And exactly. So think, right? He wins, right? What the hell is WWE Shop going to do? They're going to sell a Yeet fucking briefcase. And it's going to sell like crazy. I'm going to buy one.
A Yeet case.
A Yeet case. Yes, it makes sense. Jay Uso's got to win this because marketing wise, it worked. It makes sense right now. Like all these other guys, it makes sense for their reasons, but no. I feel like Drew McIntyre is gonna get screwed by CM Punk. Chad Gable is gonna something without Y6. They're gonna go after him. They're not looking for titles right now. They're letting that cook for a little bit. Ray J is not gonna be around. Ray J's there for high flying stuff. He's like Ricochet in this match. He's gonna be the guy doing the high flying move.
Oh man, don't disrespect Ricochet.
He's gonna be doing that. LA Knight's gonna be there. Logan Paul's gonna probably have something involved. This is Jey Uso. So he's gonna listen. We're gonna in a briefcase, a geek case for the WWE shop. It's gonna be
all right. Yeah, listen, but as it was laid out to you here, what does Mr. Yeet in the Bank do with that briefcase during the Bloodline feud?
Nothing. Then, he holds on.
What's the end game? The WrestleMania is what's going to be like the culmination. So what? Roman Reigns is going to win.
This is the point.
Rock, and then he's going to cash in instead of for a title. He's going to cash in for the head of the table status.
Listen, the suitcase is something that you could just kind of like hold on to. It's not something you have a guaranteed contract at any time.
Up to a year.
You could take that briefcase and you can have as many matches, as many feuds as you want, and still hold on to that briefcase. So what's gonna happen is that people are gonna want him to cash in. We're gonna start doing all these little theories that we're doing right now. It's like, oh, when is he gonna cash in on this one? He's gonna cash in on this one. When is he gonna do it? When is this? It makes sense. It's to hype him up. They need to put him over because again, this is the man. This is our John Cena of our time. This is the man. He is the man right now, and he is hyping up the crowd. And I'm with Yeet City right now. I'm with him all the way. Like I think he's a superstar. He's main event Jey Uso. He's gonna get that title, man. He's gonna go after Cody, man. He's gonna take it from Cody.
I could see Jay doing the like
you say what?
Like RVD and Cena's done in the past, where instead of cashing in out of nowhere, I could see them trying to pull the double face. And have Jay tell Cody he wants a match. It's like, come on, give me a match. It's like, give it to me. Give it to me. I've earned it. You've seen everything I've gone through. Give me that. And they could have an all-out banger. And I could get a Jay heel. Well, no, Jay don't need a heel turn.
Well, another thing too is I don't feel like Jay is going to get anything out of being not only Money in the Bank, but I don't think he'd get anything out of being a world champion or WWE champion either. Like, you know, he's not somebody that they're going to put the title on and strap a rocket to him and have him be the face of the company for a long stretch of time. He'd be a transitional champion at best if they put the WWE title.
He'd be more entertaining than Damian Priest, though.
Yes.
Way more entertaining than Damian Priest.
This empty can of water would be a more entertaining champion.
So why not put the title on Mr. Yeet? They need to put the title on Mr. Yeet.
I agree. I think he'll be a good heavyweight champion, but I don't think he would be a good undisputed champion because undisputed title is more of the face of the company. That's unfortunately right now it's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
but if you give it, let's say Randy Orton wins. Let's say Randy Orton fights Cody and he beats him and he becomes a champ, right? That has more value to the company because Randy's such a good fucking character as opposed to
he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, and putting all that pressure on Jay to be the face, I think he would be much better as a heavyweight champion because it'll give him the opportunity to still be on the top, be the top on his brand, but it'll allow him to keep doing the things that he does on the mic, the crowd balance. And still be babyface. I think that if he wins the briefcase, he has to go for the world heavyweight.
Either way, he's gonna win the briefcase.
Him and Priest have unfinished business.
That's true.
On Priest, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Then you could do Cody versus Jay, champion versus champion at Survivor Series.
Yeah, there you go. You said it. What is your Savio Blitz?
Blitzio Vega.
Blitzio Vega. Okay.
Blitzio Vega.
Diggs. What do you think is going? Who do you think is going to win this?
I actually got to step out. I got to go meet a guy. I know you're probably going to miss my expertise analysis on all these.
I am, because it makes me actually think like I know something.
But yeah, I got to leave here in about 10 minutes. So
no problem, Diggs. Sounds good. No problem.
But thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely, man. Anytime, man. Thanks for coming on, man. So, Clint.
Yes.
What is your
What's the final word, Clint?
Clint, what's the final word?
I'm going Uso.
Yeah.
Hey.
There we go.
Now here's the
with no facts behind it, just vibes.
Now here's the swerve. Everybody, once in a while, WWE likes to put surprise entrance in. Maybe Uncle Howdy takes out Chad Gable, and Chad Gable's not in the match. Somebody is about to climb up the ladder and grab the title or the briefcase. Then you hear the glass shatter, and down comes Mr. Stone Cold Clintastic, and just stuns Jey Uso off the top of the ladder and goes back up. And now Mr. Money in the Bank is Mr. Clintastic.
Right.
I thought you were going a whole nother direction. I thought you were about to say, like, let's go out.
I had
come
a
back
feeling,
on, and the briefcase is gone.
I had a feeling this was coming. But
yeah.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea either, though, Pat. If the Howdy crew took the fucking briefcase.
He could talk about how none of them truly deserve it and how they've all gotten lost in their ways.
All righty. Well, guys, Money in the Bank is tomorrow. Let's see how many of our predictions are correct. I'm definitely going. If any of my predictions are correct, I'm definitely going to be all of you guys and just letting you know how much you're a loser and you're lost and you're a liar.
and when you do that, I'll be greeting you with this.
So awesome. So, guys, we've gotten to the portion of our show where we like to showcase people from the community who are doing amazing things. So every week we do the hashtag AWA Weekly Fix. And again, we showcase people in the toy community who are doing amazing things, whether it's dials, cosplay, music, whatever it is. And we just show them some love. So we have some toy photographers because, again, we like to show our toy community some love. And, you know, the majority of our viewers are toy guys. So we like to show them some love. So the first one is WCW_mini_nitro. Go check his page out. He does amazing wrestling photos, super amazing photos.
Really cool guy to talk to, too.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome photos. A lot of throwbacks for a lot of WCW stuff and a lot of old school WWE things. Awesome guy. So go check his work out. Go show his page some love. Go share his, share it to other people so that he can get more followers and stuff like that. And he's an awesome guy. I've spoken to him a couple times. He's awesome. Go check his page out. Next one is Mr. X-Wing Pilot 54. Another awesome toy photographer. Does amazing G.I. Joe photos and all other photos as well. So definitely go check out his page as well. Super supportive in the community. Awesome guy all around. So definitely go check his page out. And then lastly, we have Across the Toy Multiverse, one of the hosts of the, what is the show?
Raven Across the Sands.
So Ravens Across the Sands on Mondays. One of the hosts for that live stream, which are going to be transitioning.
Wow. Now that I just said that out loud, I realize that I'm such a fucking blonde sometimes that it's all three of those guys' names. I'm a fucking idiot. Ravens Across the Sands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely go check
for you, dude.
Go check his page out. Definitely go check his page out. He does amazing Walking Dead photos. He does all outdoor photos. Super dope, super supportive. He's doing an awesome job on the live streams. Again, they're going to be transitioning to in August into YouTube. So go show him some support and go show some support because they're doing awesome work. And again, very supportive guy, great photographer, doing awesome stuff. And then Blitz, do you have anybody you would like to showcase in the toy community that's doing awesome?
Or anything you want to plug, like an awesome giveaway you might be having going on?
Yeah, maybe go plug that.
Awesome people. Hold on. Let me see real quick. Because there's so many talented people. It's crazy.
There's so many to pick. You can't just always pick.
And with how Instagram runs things now, it's so hard for even people to be seen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh my God. He's very supportive and he's very helpful with one of the collabs that I'm in. Star.laws. He does a lot of Star Wars photos, and he's very helpful with questions that people ask. And he does like behind the scenes photos and showcasing like what a before photo would look like and then digital aspect. Real solid dude. Definitely check him out. Giveaway wise, on Sunday for our Lazy Boys giveaway, we're gonna be throwing all the names of everybody who participated in our hashtag Lazy Under the Lights, and there'll be everybody's name will be put in an elimination wheel all the way down to the last three, and there'll be three prizes. Third place will get a set of Ulanzi lights. Second place is also another set of Ulanzi lights and a 3D printed, I want to say like massive steel door that Dave Midnight Stars Customs was gracious enough to give us to give to the second place winner. And then the grand prize winner is going to win a diorama made by AV Photos 35. Go check out my page that has the promo video for it. He took a whole bunch of promo shots so you can see exactly what you could do with the dial. It's crazy. It's reversible. It's just dope what he did. So whoever wins that is going to be very lucky.
That's awesome. Path, do you have anybody you like to showcase in the community?
Zerpy_MD.
Okay.
When I think wrestling shots, he's one of the first people I think of. Super chill guy. Once you go to his page, you start and next thing you know, you're so deep in, and you just keep going and going because they're just awesome after awesome.
That's
after
what she
awesome.
said.
Huh?
I said that's what she said.
Yup, exactly.
Awesome.
How about you, Danny? Do you have any have a certain maybe collaboration you want to plug?
Yeah, sure. So as everybody knows, on July 3rd, Black and Wednesdays return, and this time it returned with red, white, and blue. Well, with blue and red. So again, it's going to be for the entire month of July. Every Wednesday, it's no like big thing to it. Again, post a black and white shot. You can use any line of figures. Just incorporate blue and red into your shots, and blue and red could consist of toys, lighting, accessories, whatever you want. You can post that anytime. Just be sure to tag A Worthy Addiction page and myself, so I could showcase and the page could showcase your photos, but also use the hashtag TA_ Black and Wednesdays. And yeah, very excited. Again, I took a long pause from it. I didn't want to, it was kind of one of those things that I kind of want to just take a break from. But I'm happy that have had, people just take awesome shots, and I hope everybody enjoyed the first round. I can't wait to see what everybody does. So again, every Wednesday for the month of July, black and white shot, add black, red and blue to your shots, and you can use any line of figures and post that anytime. Just tag me, tag A Worthy Addiction, and use the hashtag, and we're good to go. Simple as that. So I'm excited for it. And thank you for everybody who's been supporting Black and Wednesdays and from before and even now, and just reaching out to me, telling me thank you for bringing it back and stuff like that. Listen, I got to meet amazing people doing this silly little collab that I did. I got to meet so many amazing people, and I hope I get to meet more. Again, this is supposed to be a fun thing because that's what this hobby is all about. It's about having fun. We preach that a lot. Everybody's preached that, so definitely check that out.
Let's also say the Lazy Boys, Skeleton Spoon, and Hoodcast AF is good and awesome as well.
Yes, Hoodcast AF is awesome, and Lazy Boys is awesome. Skeleton Spoon is awesome. If you want to check out any awesome shows, go check out our link tree. We got a list of a bunch of shows, a bunch of toy shows, toy reviewers, musicians, cosplayers, whatever you want. Chubsy Wubsy's Toy Store. You can check out all that stuff on our link tree in my bio, and Worthy's bio, and the A Worthy Addiction bio. So, fellas, we got to the portion of the show where now we got to do our promos. 30-second promo. We're having an AWA ladder match. This is a theme courtesy coming from Mr. Jonathan Fallen from Hoodcast AF. He was the one that gave us the theme. So I'm gonna set the clock here, and we're gonna do this thing. So who would like to go first?
I'm not going first because my manager's not here, and I'm like Brock Lesnar. I don't speak for myself.
Okay.
Bitch, I'm right here.
All right, Fantastic is going to go first and give my promo.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Clint, go ahead.
You're my manager. Give promo.
I'm going to set the 30 seconds, and you just go ahead. Again, AWA ladder promo. Like, this is a promo. So
wait, how many people are in the ladder match?
It's all of us. We're all in the ladder match. It's,
it was not technically in the match. He's just my manager.
So, we're just going to say us four?
Us four. Yeah, we're us four.
Okay.
So 30 seconds. Okay, Clint, you got 30 seconds to give your promo. And then after 30 seconds, you're done. So again, it's an AWA ladder match, okay? He's muted. Is he not? So what are we doing here?
He's delivering it right now. You can't tell. He's delivering the shit out of it.
That's your promo?
He's like, end time.
Well, my mic finally started working. Had a long soliloquy there.
All right. Unworthy, you want to be next? Or you still?
No, that was my promo.
That was your promo?
It was my manager. He did my promo.
Blitz Figz. Go ahead, Blitz Figz. Give us a promo. Man. Ready? I'm going to start the time. Ready, set, go.
So you guys really think that you could beat me? I'm going to climb over each and every one of you so I can get on the step of the ladder. And then when you guys are all stuck together because you guys don't have ball stick, and you realize you can't get up and climb the ladder with me, you're just going to look up at me as I grab my belt and I bring it down upon you. That's it. That's all I got.
Terrific.
Perfect. All right. Path, you're next, buddy.
All right.
30-second promo, ladder match, AWA ladder match. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a worthy addiction, but unfortunately, the only addiction here is the fact that I have a ladder I have to climb over a bunch of damn broken bodies, a broken program, a broken ladder, and what's at the top? A belt, a title, a championship. May as well be broken as well. What's next to that? Ball stick. So what I will do, I will arrange each of you. I'll flip you sideways. I'll climb. I will hold my breath as I get up there because it stinks. It's foul. It's awful. The referee's terrible. I need a new one. This is ridiculous. I will take that championship. And on my way down, I'll give you all ball stick.
Okay.
Nice.
You should do a ball stick on a pole, man. You should have did a ball stick on a pole match.
First of all, he gave the promo. You don't get to talk. You didn't even give a promo. He gets to give promos. Go ahead, Pav. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, here's my promo. Are you ready?
I love
Boss, we gotta. It was great. We gotta incorporate ball stick into the promo.
Ball stick on a pole match.
And like, there wasn't the referee.
Oh, ball stick. Okay,
that was part of the thing. Yeah, he said it was an AWA ball stick championship.
All right, here we go. Ready? So, tonight. Oh fuck! I don't fuck up.
Too bad. Keep going.
Tonight, I will climb this ladder after I've beaten and dismembered all these stupid idiots. And I will climb up this ladder and I will grab this can of ball stick that belongs to me. Because if you think of ball stick and you think of anything that becomes ball, it's me. I'm ball stick. I am the ball stick champ. That's it.
Okay,
I fucked up that whole thing.
I'm redoing mine. Shit.
Oh shit! There we go. Fuck, hell yeah! Let's go.
Mine's gonna be like 15 seconds. Don't worry.
You want 15? I'll give you 15 seconds.
All right, now I can properly get in character as Lesnar.
I'll give you 15 seconds. You ready?
All right.
Ready, set.
Well, on my time. All right.
Fuck.
Ball, sticks, and stones may break some bones. Watch what I do with these fucking ladders. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. Awesome.
My manager.
He says snap into ball stick. Oh yeah. No, it needs to be an Arnold voice, Blitz. Oh shit. I didn't even think of that, Blitz. I should have been an Arnold voice.
Stay tuned for next time now.
Celebrity impression promos.
Oh man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jonathan Fallen, for that little game. That was awesome. I didn't have a quote for the end of the night, but if whoever's watching, whoever stuck around, whoever watched, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you follow in Cliptastic, Path the Collector, Blitz, Figz, Unworthy Collector. Go check out Lazy Boys are going to be doing an awesome giveaway on Sunday for some Lonzy lights, a dial, and a 3D printed steel door from Midnight Stars. Go check them out. Go check out Path the Collector's page. He has amazing wrestling photos. They both do. They both have amazing photos. Check out Clint Tassi. He has amazing photos as well. Unworthy Collector. Don't forget about Black and Wednesdays on Wednesday. And that's it, fellas. Thank you for tuning in. And with that being said,
good night, beautiful.
Thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Click that notification bell
for more content.